Hey. Let me get some good lighting. Yep, there you go. Hey, y'all. Hey, girl, how are you? I am awesome. How are y'all? Love from South Florida. I'm from South Florida, so period. 561. Hey. Hey, love. Been having a bad day, but I caught your live, so it's better. Oh, well, then I went live right on time. Hello, beautiful. Hey. You love your ride? Yes, I do. And plus, it's familiar because I do a lot of my videos in the car, so it's familiar. Always so happy. I try to be. Hey, are you enjoying your PTO? I am. Like, feel so good to relax. Love from Ohio. Ohio, I ain't never been to Ohio. Hello, hi, hey from Texas. Hey, y'all. Filming in public, it be weird because people be looking at you like, who you talking to? Like, they be acting like you crazy. Because I know this lady that's parking right now probably like, she losing her mind. I have the gray K5 with the red seats. Period. Kia gang. Hey, lady. Hey, partial twins. Hey there. Hey from Indiana. I ain't never been to Indiana. Hello from Minnesota. Never been there either. Hi from New Jersey. Hey from DC. I really ain't never been nowhere. Hey from Portland, Oregon. Okay, Portland. Cali in the building. Hey from Cali. Girl, you are such an inspiration. Thank you. Hey, girl from the DMV. Is that like a place? Or like you really like at the DMV, like doing something with your license? Houston in the building. Hey from NY. Hi from 772. Where's 772 from? Okay, we got some Virginia in the house. What is y'all doing on this lovely Tuesday? Bahamas. Oh, I'm so jealous. Baton Rouge, period. Miami. Okay, got some MIA. Enjoy your day. Thank you. Shout out from Chi-Town. All right. Congratulations on all of your success. Illinois in the building, period. DC, MD, and VA. Okay, so I got you. That's the DMV. All right. Stewart in the building. Hey there, beautiful lady. Hey. Saying hello from St. Augustine, Florida. Oh, you right around the corner. Enjoy the 40 degrees, then 85 degrees day. Right. Because it was freezing this morning, and now I could just like walk around in some Daisy Dukes in a tank top. Hey from Tallahassee. What's up, Tally? Rajava DMV is a place. Oh, my bad. I know now. I know now. Detroit, Tampa in the building. Alabama, Dade County in the building, period. Ghana. Okay, we got some Africa. So, like, what's really good? Hey from the DFW. Back to work. Enjoy your day. Girl, get that money. Ocala in the building. I was in prison in Ocala. Rajava, turn your phone sideways. Oh, it's saying orientation is locked. It won't let me turn it sideways. Tell us the story, please. What y'all want to know about? I would definitely tell y'all a story. Oh yeah, dilly dilly owl, yabba dabba doo. Is that a place? Now y'all know I can be a little slow sometimes. Any outlets in Jayville? They got like a lot of places to shop. I don't think they got no outlets though. I don't think they got no outlets. Bermuda. Is that like where the Bermuda Triangle at? Daisy Dukes, you say? Yes, because it was freezing this morning. Like, I got my jacket over here and everything. And like now I don't even need it. How's your relationship going with your boyfriend? It is going great. He came and spent a few days with me because I told y'all he travels for work. So he came and spent some days. What city are you in? I am in Jacksonville, Florida. Sending love from the Chi. Period. Why you beat up the lady that you caught the case waiting on trial? Well, I fought her because she wouldn't let me not fight her. Like, she kept going on and on and on. Where do you want to go when you travel? I want to go to Jerusalem. Like, I want to go visit the Holy Land where the Lord walked at. But I really want to go to Jerusalem. I liked Rome a lot in school, even though they was some real evil people. But I like Rome. It's fascinating. So I want to visit Rome. I want to visit Greece. Where else do I want to go? That's like the main places I want to go. I definitely want to go to the Bahamas and Jamaica. Like, Who don't want to go to the Bahamas and Jamaica? Like Cancun, definitely, because Cancun just sound like fun. It just sound like they have awesome weather. It sound like the food is amazing, and it sound like the view is just spectacular. So of course I want to go to Cancun too. Come to Kentucky so I can take you out. What's in Kentucky? I bet y'all got the best KFC in Kentucky too. See, I'm behind because I ain't know you had a boyfriend. Yes, I have a boyfriend. I talk about him sometimes. I just don't really post him because he's not like big on social media and stuff. Like he is not one of those people who post everything, like check their social medias 24/7. So let's go to Jerusalem. Let's get it. Let's go. Yes, I want to go to Greece and Jamaica. Took a cruise to the Bahamas. Was it really fun? Cause I don't know who this is. Keep sending me a message on Snapchat. I think it's spam. But yes, have any of your friends that wasn't there for you in prison reach out now because of your success? And yes, we will welcome you in the Bahamas. It's only a 35-minute flight from Florida. Don't tempt me because I'll be in my probation officer office like, it's just 35 minutes from Florida. But yes, they do reach out to me. Most of them just be like, congratulations and, I'm proud of you and stuff like that. Yeah, they do. They reach out, show love. I guess that's what it is. But back to the girl that why I fought her when I went to jail. She would not leave me alone. Does Jayville still have a cruise that leaves Jayville? I don't know. Since I can't travel and go on cruises, I don't really look into stuff like that. But I'm sure they do. Like Jacksonville got everything. But the girl would not let me not fight her. And like I was just getting out of jail and I didn't want to go back to jail. So I was trying to stay out of trouble. But she just wouldn't let well enough be well enough. And I ended up fighting her. The cruise was nice. Went to the Marcus, rode the four-wheelers. Oh, I bet that was fun. Around the city to the local beach to ride the jet skis. And you can take a boat to Atlantis if you want. Oh, I want to visit Atlantis. Duval in the house. Congrats on your success. Thank you. Your name almost made me think you was somebody else. I had to read it again. Rajav, I just want to let you know you is an awesome person. Thank you. I have not always been awesome. So when people tell me I'm awesome, like that really make me happy because I was not always an awesome person. I have been following you since video one. Truly love you and I'm super proud of you. Thank you. So you got them hands on. I can handle my own. Hello from Texas. Love your content. Thank you. Hey, love your channel. Your inspiration for people who never been behind bars. And that's what I try to do. Like tell people how it is so you never get in trouble. Your nails are cute. Thank you. This is my first time ever getting them this short. And every time I go get my nails done, I'm like, I'm going to get them short. But they always end up extendos. Because this makes me think of 8th grade prom. I be wanting the long ratchet nails, but I can't really work in them. I can't type in a long nail, so I got them short. So thank you. Evolution of Java is definitely a evolution. I didn't. Florida has some of the best mobile communities in the world. I couldn't believe it. I'm kind of confused. You got a boyfriend? Yes, Chris Brown. Is that the real Chris Brown? Because I was just listening to Chris Brown. You remind me of my homegirl. She must be awesome. They're so cute. The color popping on your skin. Thank you. I got a neutral color because, I don't know. I just like nudes. But then, like, if I'm doing like this, you can't really tell I got my nails done. It look like I just got like nubs. Love from Jamaica. Jamaica. Those are really cute. They just gonna look a little worse when you need a refill. Yeah, and they almost there. Like, you see that? Short nails grow so fast. Mobile home communities, I meant. Okay, they do got a lot of them. You're definitely invited on my channel if you're ever in Atlanta. Love what you do. I appreciate that. Thank you. There she is. Thanks for being flexible. Can't wait to speak with you tomorrow. Hey, I'm off all week, so my schedule is like open. I'm just like going with the flow. It is no problem. I understand how time gets away from you. No, LOL. That's a picture of the rapper named Lil B, the bass god. If I read your comment, I don't forgot already because now I'm confused. Went to Jacksonville in December for the Cowboys game. I was surprised how much I love the city. Keep putting out great content. Thank you. You need to start braiding people hair. You know how many when people be asking me to do their hair, like especially people who know me and know I can braid. They be like, "Can I come up there to Jacksonville? You do my hair?" No, no. But with how much they charge to do hair now, I might as well. I want to interview you on my channel. Send me either a DM on Instagram or an email. My email is on my channel. If you go to my about section, my email is on there. Hey, Rajava. Hey. Since no one else is asking for a story, what was the lady doing that wouldn't leave you alone? Okay, I get distracted so easy because when I see comments popping up, I don't be wanting to ignore y'all. But so back then, back in the day, I was very like, I hate calling myself ratchet, but I mean, it is what it is. I fought a lot. I had a very bad attitude. I had a bad temper, and I just didn't care about like nothing and nobody. I had no respect for authority. I wasn't necessarily disrespectful, but I could get very disrespectful. So I fought a lot. It was nothing for me. And these people, without drawing out the story, so like we was beefing with these people, right? So my cousin was arguing with the people on Facebook, going back and forth and all this, and then it was like, oh, you know, I spit in Java's face. So I'm like, what I got to do with that? But I was real ratchet back then. So when the girl said she was gonna spit in my face, like I was like, I'm from the show me state, okay? So you got to show me. So we went down and I was like, you know, say less, I'm on my way. So of course this was on Facebook, so everybody knew. So everybody and their auntie was out there when we got down there. So when we get down there, and it was so many people out there because, you know, people want to see a fight, they want to see the violence, they want to see the craziness. So everybody was out there. It was like a little baby block party. So we at their house, nobody's there. So we knocking on the door, like nobody's answering the door. You can see them looking out the blinds and everything, but nobody would come outside. So I got back on the post on Facebook and I'm like, you know, I'm here. Nobody responded. So me being extra ratchet, I was like, okay, well, we just gonna take pictures in their yard. So we took pictures on their porch, sitting at their table. We took pictures on their doorstep. We took pictures sitting Indian style in their grass. We took pictures posted up on their gate. Like we took pictures all outside their yard because y'all, you know, the crazy Facebook drama. So we flicking it up. You know, we got pictures and everything. So, you know, going on about our business. And then they ended up vandalizing their own fence. I know this sounds crazy, but they ended up vandalizing their own fence. And because we had posted those pictures on Facebook of us standing in front of their fence when there was nothing wrong with the fence, they like demolished and vandalized their own fence and then called the police and was showing them those pictures and showing them the messages on Facebook like, oh, she came down here to fight us and look at our fence, it's destroyed. So they ended up trying to press criminal mischief charges on us, but they ended up getting thrown out because it was BS. So they ended up throwing it out. Nobody got arrested, nothing happened. But those people, when I ended up later on down the line, still beefing with these same crazy people. So later on down the line, after I had got arrested, I was out on bond. I had never been to jail before. So when I caught my trafficking charge and I actually went and sat in jail, I was like, oh, I don't want to go back there. Like, I don't want to go back to jail. So like I fought all the time everywhere I went, like every party I went to, every block party I went to, like I fought all the time. So I stopped going places because I didn't want to fight, because I didn't want to go back to jail. And anybody who knows, if you're out on bond and then you go to jail again, you can't get out on bond again. You have to sit in the jail until you deal with one of those charges. And I was dealing with a severe charge, so it wasn't no, you know, okay, deal with it. So I didn't want to go back to jail. And she kept like riding past my mama's house. Revolt, yep, Parker versus Stated. She kept riding past my mama's house. She kept like, one time she tried to like swerve and hit me with the car, and I'm just like, all right, girl, just go ahead. And then she was telling people that I was trying to like unalive myself because I didn't want to go to prison. I did not want to go to prison, but I was not trying to unalive myself. So I was just ratchet back then. So I just felt like I couldn't let it go. But looking back, I definitely could have let that go. So I was very ratchet, and I told y'all I was very ratchet. So I had made up my mind. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna fight her. Okay, I'm just gonna fight him. So they had like this big block party every Sunday down there where I was from. They have a block party called Chunky Sunday. So I knew a lot of people was gonna be there. So we out there. It's a lot of people out there. I see her. So I'm like, okay. So I go around to everybody. I'm like, hey, y'all want to see a fight? So they like, what you finna do? So I'm like, just watch me. So I go to every single person that's down there, like all the cliques, everybody. And I'm like, y'all want to see a fight? So everybody just like tune in. So they watching my every move because I told them that I was finna get in the fight, but I wouldn't tell them with who. And I just ended up fighting her. And she called the police on me. And I went to jail. And when I went to jail for fighting her, I ain't come home for what, 8.5 years later. So I ended up fighting her because she wouldn't let it go, and she knew I didn't want to fight. They knew I didn't want to go back to jail, but she wanted to put me in jail, and she did. When you're young, you don't think you are more hype. All hype. I was all hype. Was not thinking clearly. Hello, how you doing? I'm doing good. How y'all doing? Always wanted to tell you hello. Hey, Marvin. All the way. Hello, I just love you stories. Thank you. Yeah. Hit that little button. Like button. I'm talking about a little button, Lord. Hit the like button, beautiful people coming in and out. Oh yeah, dilly dilly. She was hating though. She was hating, which is another reason why when I got out of prison, I was like, I'm not going back to my hometown because I fought so much. I was always in some crazy stuff, and I just felt like I wasn't going to be able to do my probation back where I'm from because I left raising hell. So now that I'm all calm, cool, and collected, what if they wasn't going to let me be a mature person? Like, what if they would have thought I was still going to be like fighting and acting crazy? So I was like, I'm just not even going to go back. Hi, so what's your record? You talking about fighting record? That baby, yeah, same. You gotta move somewhere fresh. Yeah, and I did. And he was there all in high school. Environment is key, Miss Batty. It is because a lot of people fail, and it ain't even because they don't want better. It's so hard to change around what's familiar to you. It is so hard. She like 10 to 10. I'm not 10 to 10. I'm like, I fought more years than I've been alive. I'm 31, so I've been in more fights than years I've been alive. Like, I would literally have to sit here and write them down to try to figure out how many fights I've been in. Like, I've been in at least like 50. Like, so I got to be more than 10 to 10 because I've fought at least 50 times. Most of those times I got jumped. I have lost fights. I ain't gonna get on here and make it seem like 0-50. I've lost fights, but the numbers ain't even close. I feel like you can fight, guys. I don't fight no more, so that I don't fight. I feel like the only time you should be bragging about knowing how to fight is when you do it for a living. Like, if somebody paying you to fight, then you should be talking about like, yeah, I got them hands. But doing it for free, like, I don't feel like that's a flex no more. I get out probation next week. Period. What you doing? Like, you throwing a party? Like, is you throwing a party? You better be, because when I get off probation, we going all the way. We going all the way. The older you get, you got to think before these people test you. They do. Moving makes sense. You gathering an audience to watch the fade is crazy. Yeah, I was something else. Like, back then, I was so bad. Like, it wasn't just enough for me to win the fight. Like, I have to find a way to embarrass you as much as possible. And that was not smart. I am sure they could ask you a better question, but you better questions. Well, my past is not really filled with like a lot of positive stuff. So if you ask me anything about my past, it's gonna be ratchet. It's gonna be negative because that's where it was. That's just what it was. The dude you caught the case with still locked up, he got out of prison and then he went back to jail. I don't know if he's out now or if he's still in jail from when he got locked up again. We need a meet and greet when you get off probation. Most definitely. A1 Day 1 checking in from Baltimore. What's up, Baltimore? Then you ask a question, Marvin. Oh Lord. Oh, hello, wow. I caught alive. I really enjoy your videos. My life was like you 20 years ago. I managed to avoid prison. Are you a Virgo too? I am a Virgo, and I'm glad you avoided prison. How tall are you? I am 5'5". Well, you're doing yourself a good job. Thank you. Especially if someone is playing on your intelligence. And people try to do that, but it's really about what like your priorities is and what matters to you, because I couldn't see a reason why I would hit somebody. Like I can't see a reason why I would fight somebody. Just wanted to say salute to you. Been watching your journey. Thank you. Very happy for you. With age, hopefully comes grace. Hopefully. I know some older people who still out there ratchet. Oh, are you gonna see Drizzy on tour? I can't. I can't. I have a curfew, so I can't go to concerts because I have to be home at 10. So if I do go to a concert, I have to leave and be in the house by 10 o'clock. Virgos are the best, most definitely. Yay, 919. I'm 918. How is it possible for me to meet up with you even if it's FaceTime? What we talking about, Marvin? Pretty girl, be my girlfriend. I am already taken. 9-8, we the best. Period. She has a boyfriend, Marvin. How do you feel about the changes in society in contrast to now versus when you went in? That's a very like vague question, abroad. But to generalize it, I would say now it's not as taboo to be loose in morals as it was back then. Like there's nothing new under the sun. Like people been doing what they've been doing since forever. But to me, when I came home, I felt like it was popular to have loose morals. And it wasn't necessarily like that when I went, because like before I went, if a girl was with more than one guy, you know what I'm saying, or a guy was with a lot of people, like people talked about you for like, oh, you promiscuous, like people judged you. Now they don't really judge you like that. Like you can get on here, I can get on here and say, oh yeah, because I was with somebody yesterday and then I'm finna go meet somebody today, and people gonna be like, period, sis. Like, you do you, girl. Yeah, have like, So I would say that more than anything shocked me. Did somebody just send me $20, Uncle something? Okay, Uncle, thank you for the 20, period. But that's one thing I can say that just threw me for a loop. Just being able to understand you better. I do like your energy. Thank you. Times have definitely changed. They have. Hey, did you have trust issues with getting into a relationship after prison? I don't think I have trust issues, because I feel like trust issues, it comes from like trauma and insecurities. When people say they have trust issues, I think it comes from trauma and insecurities. It's like a trauma response. I went through a lot of trauma, but I'm not still moved by trauma. But when I came home, I felt like I expected people to be them. So I understand the human nature in general is not trustworthy. So I didn't have trust issues. I just felt like people will show you who they are. And if you show me a flag, I'm not going to act like I didn't see the flag. I'm just going to accept your flag, if that answers the question. We're skeptical anyway. You have to be. Let's go on a date. Can I bring my boyfriend? Yep, that's Virgo. So I don't have trust issues. I just trust people to be them. You know? That's all you can expect from a person. A liar gonna lie. It ain't you. You know? A cheater gonna cheat. A thief gonna steal. Like, it ain't your fault, and it ain't nothing you can do to change them. Sometimes people change, but it ain't gonna be my energy that you run through hoping you change. Because when it was time for me to change, it took prison for me. Nobody couldn't talk to me. Nobody couldn't love me. Nobody couldn't hug me to change, convince me. It was on my own time. So if you change, more power to you. Sis caught you on live. I said I was gonna go live every Sunday, and I felt so bad because I did not go live last day. Sorry. What you talking? Catch me up, girl. We just talking. Oh, that's not a girl. We just talking. That's it. We just talking. What are your views on having kids? I want kids. I probably have like one or two because you know the biological clock is tick tick ticking. But I probably have like I would like to have at least one. How do you work on slash deal with your mental health stability after coming home? God, God, I would say God, and I don't make decisions based off of how I feel. Like I don't make decisions in my emotions. So like when I'm dealing with people or situations, I try to take how I feel out of the situation, think about it logically. Because before I went to prison, I made my decisions based off of how I feel. But your emotions change. So I try to think logically instead of emotionally. And I have to tell myself all the time is like what I just told y'all, like people are being them. So when it comes to my mental health and stuff, I just have to remind myself that situations aren't an attack on me. That's just what the situation is. And I have to keep telling myself that to keep me in a good mindset, a positive mindset, because the way life treats you will start making you feel like it's something wrong with you, or like what am I doing? But it's not a you thing. Like that's just what it is. Like if your job doesn't appreciate you, well, you know, some cases people do be lazy now. But if you feel like your job don't appreciate you, it's not necessarily because you're not working hard enough. It's just not an appreciative culture. Like, you know, what are your current dreams on your way for after this probation is over? I want to be a motivational speaker. That's my ultimate goal. I want to travel the world and talk to people. Everybody has to grow. It's a process though. It is. How long is your parole? My probation is 10 years. June will be 3 years I've been on papers. Good is people have to learn how to remove emotions from certain slash most situations. You do, and it's so hard because we're feelings and emotions by nature, so it's hard. Do you have any friends still in prison you talk to? I can't talk to them because I'm on probation, and I can't have contact with convicted felons. What are some mental characteristics that you develop in prison that has developed you move out here? Reading. Reading. I read so much when I was locked up. So much. I love books about the mind. I read a lot of books about, you know, the power of the mind. I read a lot of self-help books about how to be happy, how to let go, forgiveness. Like anything I was dealing with, I would go read on it. So I think reading prepared my mind more than anything, because it was a lot of books and stuff I read in books that changed the way I thought. Do you plan on doing lifestyle content? Not really. Like honestly, I produce content for y'all. Like for myself too. Nah, I'm not saying I do it for y'all and it ain't nothing good. But like the way y'all support me and speak such positivity and such encouragement, like y'all are so uplifting, that's really what makes me come on here and like post stuff, you know? Like y'all support, you know what I'm saying? And y'all just give it, you know? And like that really makes me feel good. So that's really why I come on here and post content. What do you need to do to have a conversation with you? Marvin, you can DM me on Instagram or you can email me. My email address is on my page. If you go on my YouTube page, if you go to my about and scroll down, it'll show my email address. Okay, Marvin. And motivational speaker, you will be. Actually, you're motivating me. Thank you. Thank you, madam, for sharing your business. I thank y'all for receiving it. Do you think anything particular about your life experience made you fight a lot when you were younger? Yes. I did not know how to process my feelings and emotions. So the only feeling I knew how to feel and felt comfortable feeling was anger. Like I did not grow up in an affectionate household. I did not grow up in a household where I felt like my voice was valid. So I only knew how to process anger. Like that was the only emotion I was able to feel, and it just fueled into a lot of negativity. The post prison mature you is the bomb. Period. You will be excellent. Thank you. You have a lot of friends in prison. I left a lot of friends in prison, but I cannot keep in contact with them because of my probation. How much longer will you be on probation? God willing, okay? I will be terminating my probation in 2025. Lord willing. But if not, if God just allows me to do the whole thing, then 2030 will be when I get out probation. Good afternoon, Rajava the ruler. Beautiful day, my sister in Christ. Hey from Chi-Town. Hey, that's cruel. It really is. Are you the only child? Are you close to your family? I am not the only child. My father had 9 kids. I'm the youngest girl on my dad's side. And my mother has 4 kids, and I'm the youngest on that side. So I'm the baby girl on both sides of the family, and I'm the baby period on my mama's side. Are you close to your family? I talk to my family often. It's a little dysfunctional. We are all going to celebrate, period. Has prison helped you develop if you can make it in here, I can make it anywhere in town? Yes. Yes, it has. Because in prison you don't have you don't have an opinion, you don't have a choice, you don't have a say so. You're forced to do a lot of stuff. So it definitely makes, yeah. Yeah, definitely. Power influencer, period. Hello from the Bronx. Are you single? I am not. Hey love, to lock. They love to lock us up. They do. We low key be giving them a reason too. But they do love to lock us up. But we be helping sometimes. Can you petition to get off early? The only way I can get off for probation early is if I pay my fines off early. And I told y'all it's $108,000. So is Rajava your birth name? Yes, it is. Did I miss it? McGregor? No, we just vibing. You ain't missed nothing. And this live will be posted. So if you did miss it, you'll be able to go back and catch it. How did you decide to move away after you were released? Did you have your family support when you were in prison? No, I did not. I decided to move away because I did not want to return. I did not want to return home. At first, I just didn't want to return home because I was like angry and I didn't want to see none of them people. I didn't want to talk to them. I didn't want to live around them. So I was angry. I'm like, I'm never going home. But as I, matured and did time, I realized I wouldn't be productive if I went back home. So at first it was anger that made me not want to go home, but then it was common sense because I'm from a small town. There isn't much job opportunities there. There is not a lot of stuff there. So I was already a convicted felon. So there aren't much opportunities. So I would have been forced to work like McDonald's or like some regular job down there that wouldn't have gotten me anywhere no time soon. So I knew opportunity wise that moving back to the little small town was not gonna do it. They gonna ask you, yeah, yes. How does your boyfriend feel about you being so popular on social media? Um, he doesn't mind it. Like to him, it's like it is. He don't. It don't like he's happy for me, like he's proud of me, and he tells me like he's always told me like you're so good at talking, like you have a way with words. So he says he's not surprised that I have a platform, but he doesn't like, it's not a big deal to him, like it's like, oh, you're doing good. What address did you give your parole officer since you didn't go back to your hometown, or how did that work? I went to a transition house, so when I was locked up, I got approved for the transition house before I even got out. So I already had that approval, so I knew I was going to that to that transition house. So that's the address I gave them. Wow, you got YouTubers on here too. Oh, you booming for real? Who on here? Hey y'all, Rajava, ruler, we love you, girl, and I love y'all. And I don't know what it is about going live, but every time I go live, I get hungry. I be on here with y'all and I get hungry because I was not hungry before I went live. All right, let me stop because I feel like I'm missing y'all comments. Watching you from South Africa, period. Refreshing to see live chat from you around the world. Oh, what you do for holidays? Nothing. That's one thing I don't like about prison. It took away like the joy from me. Like I still enjoy holidays, but it's not like it's not like it was. Like it's just another day. You know, I'll still get gifts and stuff like that, but yes, do 108. So if you can't do better than her boyfriend, keep moving. She is taking. Oh my goodness. You watch BMF or Snowfall? Yes, I like both shows. Franklin on Snowfall though, oh, he's so chocolate. He's so chocolate. I feel like Franklin is so handsome. Are there things you can't discuss because of your incarceration? No. Um, there's certain stuff I can't do, but there's no clause that says I can't talk about it. Girl, get you some food and come back. Cause I stay hungry because it's mentally taxing. I'm a Virgo, so I just know. Cause you know we overthink. Do you like to cook? What's your favorite dish? So I'm learning how to cook. Now, when I first came home, I did not know how to cook. Do not judge me. But I'm learning how to cook now. So there are certain things I can do. But my favorite dish to make is hamburger helper. Oh, Lord have mercy. All right, I'm missing comments. For real, you are a lovable lady, if I may say so myself. Thank you, Marvin. Um, most that most that hate blogger has a page on here. Most that hated most most hated blogger. What was I reading? Hey, can I ask you a question? Yes. A holiday doesn't stand out when you're living life every day. Right. Y'all don't celebrate anything in prison. Yes. Now, one thing I can say about prison, like birthdays, we used to go ham. Like, it's somebody in prison that's talented in everything. It's somebody that can sing they behind off. It's somebody that can dance like Chris Brown. It's somebody that can sew like Martha Stewart. It's somebody who can cook like Dave Ramsey. Like, it's somebody who can draw like Da Vinci. Did Da Vinci draw? Picasso? But it's people who are so freaking talented in prison in every single area. Like, it don't matter what it is. So we used to have like posters and everything. Like, they used, if people like cared about you, they would go ham for you, especially on your birthdays. So my birthdays was always like, my birthdays was nice. The hunger is so real. What was your first meal when you came home? I had a baconator from Wendy's. Is it easier to adapt to freedom again? Yes. When I first came home, like, I was kind of nervous because I could not remember how it felt to be free. And like, it was like driving me crazy because it's like, how does it feel to be free? Like, I couldn't remember. But honey, it's like riding a bicycle. Like, getting everything that you need to get is another story. But honey, like, remember how to be free is like riding a bicycle. Like, I flew right on in. I know you said you wanted a burger when you first got home, but what food did you miss the most and eat a lot of now? Fried chicken, oxtails, a fried pork chop, like fried food, cause ain't nothing fried in prison. There is nothing fried but but that fried rice in the microwave. So I did miss fried food. Yes, Franklin chocolate fine. Oh yes, but we not gonna do too much because you know my man might be on here. Dark skin is in. Dark skin is definitely in. Dark skin is definitely in. You know, no, everybody is beautiful. Everybody is beautiful, but chocolate is chocolate. Do you know how to rap? Your name would be a dope rap name. I do know how to rap. I used to rap. I performed before I went to prison. I've had people be like, "You should start back rapping." I'm not a rapper. Yes, us Virgos always overthinking. Hey, you been crazy busy, haven't been in tune. I'm glad I caught this live. Glad to see you living the life. Enjoy the moments. Most definitely. Will you be open to dating someone who is special needs person and in a wheelchair? You is pretty. So when it comes to something like that, it's really like, it's sad to say, but it is really hard for somebody who has those type of issues to date someone, especially someone new. I'm not gonna say I would be against it, but I'm also not gonna say I would be for it, because I feel like someone has to add value to me and I have to add value to them. And what value can I add to you? And what value can you add to me? And it's not because like you're disabled. It would be because then I would have to make sure you're okay. Because if I'm for you, I'm not gonna sit there and be like, oh well, do it yourself. I'm gonna have to make sure you're okay. I'm gonna have to make sure whatever you can't do, I'm gonna help you do. And with how much I've been limited in life, I try not to put myself in situations where I would have to put more on me than I have to. Which is why I was single for so long, because when somebody like show interest in me, like the first flag, I was gone, because I don't want to have to deal with anything that I don't have to. So I'm not against it, but it's just a burden that I would not willfully walk myself into. You gotta spit something. Y'all want me to rap? Young Cutie could be your rap name. Ain't nobody finna listening to me if my rap name is Young Cutie. It gotta be something like ill. You know, I respect your honesty. I like the live. We kept, what kept you going in prison when you were at your lowest point? God. Like, I ain't trying to convert nobody, I ain't trying to tell you what to believe, but God is literally what kept me afloat from losing my mind. I understand. What circumstance would just, that circumstance would just has to happen. Chemistry is key. I agree. You are truly a Virgo. Through and through. Rajava is a fine name. I used to not like my name. Go for it. So y'all really want me to just bust out a rap right here? I told you better saying you married. The wolves are out today. You are a definition of a goddess queen. God bless. Thank you. Lord thy God. Period. Like, I don't try to get on here and preach to nobody and convert nobody. But listen, I think I'm gonna have to go inside. Can y'all hear me? Did it mess up for, it's messing up on my end too. It's telling me to reconnect. That Wi-Fi is trying to rap for you. I'm not connected to the Wi-Fi. I'm sitting in my car. Remix. Yes, you good. Yes, I can hear you. Okay, if it do that again, then I'm gonna just go inside. Nice whip, by the way. Thank you. I love it. I need to take it to get detailed. Yeah, now I can see it. I really love this car, and that's why I wanted this one. And I'm just happy that I was able to get the one that I wanted. I love the color of your seats. That's really what made me buy it. Like, this dash and the color of the seats is what that was like, yeah, that's my car. I work at a carpool. Enjoy your evening. Definitely will catch up with you. Enjoy yours too. Thanks for tuning in. Yo T from East London in the building. Enjoy your content, Missy. Liking the extra personality you showing in your videos these days. Thank you. I get more and more comfortable the more I record. too far though, VA. You ever think about that podcast? Yes, it's just with my job. I would literally have to quit my job to do content full time. I don't. That's really an excuse. I could find a way to do both. I just be wanting to relax sometimes. You possess a humility that most in your age bracket doesn't possess. What advice would you give to the younger generation? The advice I would give to the younger generation is I don't know. That's a hard question. I would give people the advice to definitely heal and work on yourself. Like, dig deep. And the things that you don't like about yourself, work on them. Because you're just going to keep hurting yourself and hurting people. Hi, Rajava. I'm leaving the gym. Hey, girl. Hey, Serena. That's definitely a name that I recognize. Hey, girly. I ain't seen the other one. Like, where's my other A1 Day one? Like, all my A1 Day ones is on here, but I just haven't seen her yet. What are you doing, beautiful? Just hanging out with y'all, beautiful people. Nothing. I went to go try to get me a laptop, but Best Buy, they lost their mind. You are the young generation. I don't feel like I'm young. I don't see the email address. It should be all the way at the bottom. It should say connect, contact, or something like that. But if you DM me on Instagram, I respond to all my DMs. Now, not fast, okay? Like if you DM me right now, I'm probably not gonna respond till tomorrow, but I do respond to my DMs. The young generation is a hot mess. You can't tell them nothing. You can't. You really can't. But you couldn't tell me nothing either. So, by the way, any update on your casting calls? I have not heard back from VH1. And then the second one that I was supposed to cast with, when we were supposed to cast, like what it was, like 3 weeks ago, some stuff came up and they postponed filming again, and they have not given me an update. But as soon as they do, I will definitely get on here and like let y'all know what's goody. Hey, girl. I finally caught it live. I love you. I love you too. The book says you must be humble as a child in order to attain the kingdom of heaven. That's so hard. Your generation is out of control. Tell me about it. Yeah, we up here. I'm 32. I'm 31. I don't know. I was subscribed till I got the notification. Well, shout out to you for subscribing on accident. Oh, you're getting so good at makeup. Thank you. And like right now, I only have on concealer under my eyes, lipstick, and my eyebrows. So like my face, all this right here, this don't have makeup. I only have my eyebrows, concealer under my eyes, and lipstick on. And I only put it under my eyes because I have dark spots under my eyes and I hate them. So, okay, let me scroll up. You getting so good at makeup, thank you. Walmart has a laptop starting at $298. I went to Walmart after Best Buy was like losing their mind. But the ones at Walmart, they was cheap, but they looked cheap. Like they looked like if I dropped it, it would no longer work. And I'm very clumsy. Like I can't tell you how many times I've dropped my iPad. And I was just like, how's your weather today? It's raining here in Cali. Girl, keep your rain. It was raining here like last week, Monday and Tuesday, it rained and it brought a cold front. It's been cold. It hasn't been raining, but it's been cold. And it's been like Florida cold because when I woke up, it was like 40 degrees. And like now it got to be every bit of like 70. All right. I'm a Virgo. You giving me Virgo vibes. Definitely a Virgo. How did you come to be the caregiver for your niece? She wasn't doing too well. Her mom wasn't doing too well. My mom wasn't doing too well. So it was me. Goes down in the DM. Or make a web series. What's the web series? Have you ever thought about writing a book? I am writing a book. I need to write it a little bit faster, but I am writing a book. What up, homie? It's been a minute. Hope all is well. What's good? All is well. Yeah, my generation is a mess. Just a little bit. 31, 32. Okay. Hey, lovely. You are looking beautiful. Thank you. Excuse me. I meant younger generations out of control. Yeah, so proud of you, sis. Thank you. I do that too a lot. LOL. It look good. Can you speak on how valuable freedom is after not having it? And did you ever achieve a level of mental freedom even though you were locked up? Yes. First of all, your first part of your question is freedom is priceless. Like once you lose your freedom, it is priceless. I will not do anything to go back to prison. Like there is nothing worth me losing my freedom. Literally nothing worth. And I did have I found peace when I was in prison. And for the longest I felt like that was impossible, but I found peace while I was in prison. Oh, it was so beautiful. Like that's the in the Bible when they talk about that peace that surpasses all understanding. And that's basically peace that you have when you don't understand how you got it. Like you don't understand how you're at peace. Like when your entire world is crumbling, when nothing is going right, when there is complete chaos, you're sitting in the boat and there's a storm all around you, and being able to have peace, that's the peace that surpasses all understanding. Now you can have peace where your life is good, everything is going good, your marriage good, your kids behaving, you got a promotion at your job, and you're at peace. But that's because everything is going well. But that peace that surpasses all understanding is that peace in the middle of hell. And I got that when I was in prison. So period. God spent the block. He spent the block. Yes, I've been sitting here admiring your eyebrows this entire life. We need a brow tutorial ASAP. Really? It was a lady when I was in the hair store, and she was like, "Oh," she was like, "Who did your eyebrows?" And I was like, "I did them." And she was like, "You tattooed them on?" I was like, I said it's an eyebrow pencil. So y'all, thank you. I learned how to do my eyebrows in prison. I prefer 33 to 38. I'm 45. Rain and some snow in California. I've never seen snow, and I'm not sad about it. I love your videos. You should make a video about what was the pivotal point that made you decide to change your life while in prison. That's a good idea. I'll probably do that video tomorrow. REB. As a matter of fact, let me screenshot that so I can remember who suggested it. God has always been on your side even before prison. He just wanted you on this journey. Some journeys are rougher than the next. Facts. So you're seriously healed, and the definition of the mindset I look for in a woman while in prison. When was your turning point? What is gradual, or did you have an aha moment? It was definitely not gradual, and there was definitely not an aha moment. Like the thing, and the reason why I want to speak to people and do motivational speaking is because the thing about people who change, and a lot of people feel like it's a moment, it's an instant, like it's like something that you did a few times and it worked. And that is not the case. When I was locked up, I was miserable, angry, bitter, nasty, like just nowhere, not the person I am. I'm talking about everything negative. I was that stuff for about 4 years, not 4 months, 4 years. That's why when I talk about it for too long, I start tearing up. 4 years I was at rock bottom, okay? And and the reason I give God so much credit is because for so long, I just did not understand. Like, what did I do that was so bad that I deserve this? Like, I am sorry. Like, my soul was sorry. Like, you don't know how many times I told God, sorry, like, please help me. Do something. Like, I would do, please, like, I'm talking, I can't explain it. But when you get to the point where you're so low that you just start apologizing for stuff you didn't even do, like stuff, I'm sorry. And I was apologizing, and I just could not understand, like, why am I being punished? Like, I know I was, and then it just made me think about what a horrible person I was. So then I started feeling like I deserve to feel like this. I deserve to be treated like this. And for 4 years, I hated myself. It took the longest for me to forgive myself than anybody. And through it all, even when it didn't look like it, even then when I didn't feel like it, even when I didn't always believe it, I just hung on to God's word because that's all I had. Like, there was nothing I could do to make myself better. There was nothing nobody else was trying to do to make me feel better. Like, nobody was there for me and I couldn't do it for myself. So literally the only thing I had was to believe that God was real. I had to believe that verse that says, I would have fainted had I not believed that I would see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living, not in the afterlife, not in heaven, but that I believed I would see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. So that means I had to believe that I would smile again, that God would show light right here on earth before I died. I had to hang on to that and believe that because that is literally all I had. That was the only thing that kept me from losing my mind. It was like, God, like, if you don't do it, like, and it, I could cry now because if God did not do it, it would not have gotten done. If God did not move mountains, those mountains would have just crumbled on top of me. If God did not do what he did, it would not have gotten done. And I knew that beyond a shadow of a doubt. And I laid there for 4 years. It was almost like 4.5. I laid there for 4 years. And I just believed, like, nothing around me showed any proof. Like, nothing. I was broke, okay? You don't know how many nights I went to bed. I cried because I went to bed hungry because I didn't have no money and nobody sent me anything. It was cold. I didn't have winter clothes. I did not have sweaters. I did not have thermals. I did not have extra t-shirts. I did not have extra socks. Like, I had one pair of shoes the whole time I was in prison. Like, there was no fruit nowhere around me. I was miserable. I didn't have grease to put in my hair. Like, I couldn't pay nobody to do my hair. Like, lips was crusty because I couldn't afford chapstick. Okay. I ain't have no lotion. It was plenty of times I was musky because I didn't have deodorant. Like, there was no fruit around me that showed that God was good. There was nothing in my life that showed me God loved me. There was nothing around me that showed me that God cared anything. Like, you sent your son and all this, like, where's that? Like, you love me, but like, how? Like, but I believed that I would have fainted had I not believed that I would see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. And I'm talking about through my tears. All I would tell myself is, Lord, I trust you. Like, I lay it at your feet. And I did that all the time for years. And I don't know if I told y'all about the time that I purged, but now when I purged, that was instant. I felt that deliverance instantly when I purged. But after it happened and I purged and I was at peace, like, imagine feeling like you drowning for a long time. Like, you just know you finna die. Ain't nobody coming for you. You just finna die. And then the moment you feel oxygen in your lungs again, like, you'll never be able to forget how you felt when you was drowning. And that's how I was so heavy that when God lifted that weight, I will never forget how heavy I felt. And it's like, to God be the glory. Like, I can't, I'm not trying to make y'all believe what you don't believe, but to God be the glory, because nobody but God did it for me. Okay. Nobody but God. And after he delivered me and that weight lifted, like, I looked at life completely different. I still don't. I don't care about materials. Like, I don't care about, you know what I'm saying, looking better than somebody else. I don't care about being finer than somebody else. I don't care about having a better car than somebody else, having more followers, having more views. I don't care about any of that because I remember how it feels to be that low and to be that heavy. And for God so loved me that he did not leave me there. He didn't leave me there. So everything else is extra, like all this other stuff. And because I had faith when nothing looked like it, because, you know, faith is when you believe in what you can't see. So because I had faith when nothing looked like it, and it's not because I'm all that or I'm better than people that I had faith. I literally had no other option. Faith was the only thing. Like, there was no savior. There was nobody coming to save me. Nobody coming looking out for me. No, there was nobody coming. So if God didn't come, over Java would have been cast to the wayside, but he came. Okay? He came. And he has not stopped coming since he came. He has not stopped coming. Okay? Like, he just blesses stuff for no reason. Like, he just he he just be blessing it for no reason. No reason at all. Like, none. Not to be rude, but why didn't your family help you in prison? I can't answer that question. I used to toss and turn so much, and I used to think about it so much. There was really no reason. But now that I get out and I see, like, you know what I'm saying, how hard life is being on them, I mean, I couldn't, so she never said her family didn't help. They didn't help though. Hold on, somebody sent me, I think it was $3, and then somebody just, McGregor just sent me $5. Thank you. Shout him out. God is good. Too. He is literally too good. Like, he literally is too good. Because who am I? I am nobody, but to God, I am everything. So he's blessed you because you are a blessing to so many and you didn't even know. And like, all I wanted, when I was locked up, all I used to ask God is just, I just want to feel better. Like, I just don't want to feel like this. I just want to be happy. I want to be able to smile. Like, I want to be able to laugh. Like, I don't care about none of that other stuff. Like, I just want to feel better. And look, everybody doesn't have family. Everybody doesn't have families with money. Right. And my family does not have a silver spoon. I love that for you. Your testimony is really helping me right now. I appreciate that. But like, he is real, He is real. Now you lit. Period. And all he needs is a willing vessel. We are his kids though. And is. And is. And just when you like, if you feel like you can't hear him, if you feel like he's not spinning the block, if you feel like you've been praying and doing this and that for this amount of time, listen, the blessing in the delay is way better than the instant gratification. Okay? Like, when you pray and he give it to you, it's like, okay, thank you, God, I appreciate you. But when that delayed blessing come, boy, it be so big you need two hands. I can see your halo. Oh, period. But yeah, can't tell me nothing about the Lord. Okay, if people don't believe in him, honey, that's you. Do your thing. But as for me and my house, I'm going to share this video because somebody needs to hear what you're saying. Listen, I will talk to anybody about God. Anybody. But I'm just the type of person, I bring up God when the situation allots itself, when somebody asks me, Lord, when somebody asks me, then I'll talk about it. I'm not gonna push it down your throat. I'm not gonna try to preach to you. I'm not gonna try to are you ready for Jehovah's return? I ain't doing that. God is good. Girl, if you not preaching, can I get an amen? Oh Lord, wires that down, Rajava. Hallelujah, friend. God is so good all the time. The blessing and the delay is way better than the instant gratification. It is. Are you religious? Are there religious services in church and prison? Thank you, Bernice, for the $10. Y'all so sweet. Yes, there. I ain't gonna lie. Church and prison is lit. Like, but you could probably imagine that, because it's a lot of people that's depressed. It's a lot of people that's down and out. It's a lot of people that's oppressed. It's a lot of people that's hungry. It's a lot of people, like, you go through it a lot in prison. So the souls is like, you know. So church be lit. I'm talking about church be lit. I love church and prison. Like, I love church and prison. Write that down. I'm sorry. What we writing down? Did I say, hey, thank you, Bernice? Do you go to church now? I do not. And I need to find a church home. I just have not found one. I do not go to church. I need to. That's probably the Lord telling me to go. You asking me that question. Some people are mostly bad but have some good, but others are mostly good but have some bad. None of us are pure. It's a process until we go to glory. Amen. Did you eat that dip stuff with the chips and the noodle spread or something like that, toe it up. Girl, we are going to get you off this probation. And I could shout. Oh yeah, and I did start my GoFundMe. I just never posted it. The last live I was on when y'all kept encouraging me to start that GoFundMe, I started it. I just never posted it nowhere. No, I'm cap. I think I linked it to my YouTube, but I never told nobody. So it's just been I have not shared. This is the first time I've actually told somebody I started that GoFundMe. I told you I just feel a type of way about people just I feel a way about asking for money. Like y'all ain't go to prison. Y'all ain't on probation. um where we at? You hear so many people say I found God when I was locked up, but God was always in you. You just have time to sit down somewhere and listen. Churches want your W-2s now. I don't understand that. Churches want your W-2s. I know you. I know you not. I know they not. I know they don't. Churches don't want they want your W-2s. Katrina, thank you, Katrina, for the $10. Y'all so nice. I think YouTube take most of that money. Don't quote me on it, but I think YouTube finna take most of that. Where do you think you'd be without that hardship of having to do prison sentence? Was it a way of God changing the direction of your life? That's definitely what it was. Where would I be? Somewhere ratchet, probably still fighting. Probably had 3 kids, 2 baby daddies, working at IHOP. No, I hate that I went to prison. There was a miserable. It was very miserable, but I do not think my life would be better if I did not go to prison. As long as you give praise, that's what matters, not a building structure, period. We would love to have you at BBIC. What's that? Patreon page. What's Patreon page? Write down what you are saying. You are dropping gems. People are getting millions for saying less than what you are saying, and your words are more valuable. Oh, thank you. Hey, my boo. Hey. Yeah, but we still support you. I know y'all do. Now that you're recognizing your blessings, do you have a direction moving forward? Yes. To God be the glory, and I want to be a motivational speaker. Just post your cash tag. I don't think I can do that. Yeah, it's a business. I text you on Instagram. Okay. I'll go check it out. Good vibes always. I heard a pastor say that God locked him up in order to not cover him up in the grave. I can believe it. Moses was a murderer. Jesus was a convicted felon. But they don't want to talk about that. Jesus was a convicted felon and he was sent to death row. Can't put none past church. If I go to church and they ask me for a W-2, I'm gonna just have to respectfully walk out because I don't want to disrespect the house of the Lord. So I'm gonna just have to just put the finger up and walk out. But I'm not giving you my W-2. Now, why you need my W-2? What you trying to make sure I'm paying 10%? Me paying 10% or not paying 10%, I'm gonna have to deal with the Lord. That ain't, don't ask for my W-2. Post your cash app so you can get all the money. I would have to go log on my computer because let me see. It won't let me. I can't. It ain't even nowhere for me to post that. Let me see. I can't. You should save your life. Remember them. I see a motivation speak on the rise. Thank you. Good evening, gorgeous. Hey, girl. You could drive over to Jacksonville Beach. Enjoy your PTO. I will go to the beach before I go back to work. That's typical women BMS. What's BMS? She posted her cash app before. Can't remember though. Watching from the Bahamas. Big fan. Enjoy watching your growth. Thank you. My nephew went to federal prison and says if he didn't get locked up, he feels he wouldn't be here. I can definitely see that. I get paid on your own Patron page. Let me screenshot that and go look that up later. Patron is all your apps where people can send you money. What? I didn't know that. Claim it and you will be a motivational speaker and give it to God. Period. God has already told me that I would be. All prophets and prophetess hated their mission. Even Jesus asked why this cup. He did. And he also asked if it wasn't his will to let the cup pass. And God was like, nah, my boy, you got to drink that. LOL, you so damn cute. You made my day. South Africa representing in the chat. Oh, thank you. Everyone don't need to be in church to hear a message. They don't. It's all about fellowship. They have to subscribe to your Patreon. I never heard of that. Did you read the Bible cover to cover a few times? And yes, once you are a monetized, you can post your Patreon. Not put the finger up. Definitely put, because I'm not going to, even if I feel like something's a little iffy with you, I am not going to disrespect a person standing in the office representing God. So I'm going to just put my finger up and I'm going to just go. Because you're not getting my W-2. Why Jesus didn't have his own church? He was the church. Well, he wasn't the church. He was walking around. He was the sermon walking around. And the church was wherever he was at. No, not the W-2. Yeah, they tripping. Yes, churches nowadays want your W-2. They tripping. You can pin your cash tag. Let me go inside because I can't do that unless I'm on the computer. I should have been within the house anyway. You are my favorite person on YouTube. Thank you, Serena. And you know what? I believe that because you always be supporting me. I see your name in my comments, and every time I see it, I make sure to respond. Every single time. I appreciate all of y'all. I do. I don't care if you watch one video one time or if you thumbs up one video one time. I appreciate you. All right, I'm about to go inside. I had to use the restroom too. My niece in here. Now watch as soon as I walk in, she started talking to me, asking me something about something. All right, where we at? Looking like Red Lobster entree. Red Lobster do be fine now. Patron, some like that. I'm a stoner. Excuse me. Where two or more gather in my name. Amen. Yes, we can get in rotation about that. Girl, we gonna speak. You getting our probation early. Come on now. He said two or more. I just read the quote, the comment. I love that my almost fell. Y'all seen it? But I love that my apartment complex has that little door. You got to enter the passcode. Makes me feel safe. You keep it solid for sure. I feel you. I feel your love, back, trust, and believe that. My house kid. Oh, here we go. House. That's good. I think they be doing y'all like that on purpose. Right. Okay. Add some light. I'm coming, y'all. I am coming. Ooh. Have a good evening. I got to find somewhere to see this. Ooh. Y'all don't judge my closet. Okay, don't judge my closet. I think it's kind of organized. It's just a lot of stuff in there. Hey, caught alive. Turn your camera off when you are moving. About just suggestion. That's a good suggestion. Blessings to you, young lady. Hey, from Michigan, near Detroit. How's your day going? It is going good. I am on PTO, and I am enjoying being off work. Hey, caught alive. All right. Do you see your daughter do you see your niece as your daughter? I do not. That's my niece. Organized confusion. Yeah, very much so. Enjoy your paid vacation. Ooh, that's the best thing they could have created. It really is organized confusion. Because why do I need that much stuff? And it's not even really a lot of stuff, but it's a lot of stuff. All right, let me get on my YouTube. Do you want kids? Maybe like 1 or 2. What's up? Hey, how old is your niece? She is 17. All right. Okay. Oh, I almost wasn't with y'all no more. Okay, where was I? Do you want kids? I already answered that one. Salute, Queen Detroit, checking in. Hey. I low-key want to go back outside. I can't see the comments popping up. Let me try this. I like your comment better, so I'm gonna ping yours. All right. I'm gonna go on the balcony. Amen. What we amen into? All right. I like it better out here. And we connected to the Wi-Fi, so I ain't got to worry about y'all going missing. Hi, Rajava and chat. Hey, you use those skincare products? I have not started using them yet, but I am going to use them. I stopped using what I was using before, and I've just been using like water to clean my face and wash my face. I haven't been using any products. I didn't want to mix them and like go from using one set of products to another one and then have like a reaction. How long did it take you to do your hair? It took me a whole day because I did it myself. And of course, when you do your own hair, you stop when you feel like it. Okay, so I stopped 1,000 times. And I got tired of my hands being like this, so I would stop. So it took me like the whole day. Sending love from the military, Black Girls Rock. Thank you. But it did take a long time to do my hair. Do you still speak to customers directly now that you're an assistant manager? Yes. Yes. When they are upset and they feel like our customer service advocates did not help them or do what they're supposed to do and they request to speak to the manager, normally it's me. Normally it's me. I didn't know you braided your own hair. Yes, because the girl, when I wanted to get my hair done, I was like, you know how much? And she was like $250. And I was like, $250? So I just did it myself. I was like, okay, not paying you $250. And I just braided it myself. Would you do it on your own again? I would. I would. Because I'm just that cheap. Do you have any pets or want any? No. I'm not a pet person. What you do for fun other than the movies? I go eat. I like buying stuff for the house. So I do that a lot. What else do I do? I do eat a lot. As you should, because these style prices are too damn high these days. Too high. I told you I might as well do hair and quit my job. As much as they charge us, you talking about $250? $250? I could do 4 hairs a week and that's a band. Like, untaxed. Your hair looks amazing. Thank you. 4 hairs a week. That's $1,000. Like, I don't know. That don't sound like a bad idea. Because, honey, I cannot. Katrina just sent a cash app. Thank you, Katrina. You know what, ruler? I'll set provisions to come hear you speak. No shade. Gotta start saving now for traveling and resort. I'm gonna make sure it don't. Well, I can't promise it ain't gonna cost that much. The event ain't gonna cost a lot. Do you cook? I do. I'm still learning. Are you into any TV shows or have you gotten into YouTube yet? I just finished watching Criminal Minds Evolution. Criminal Minds is my all-time favorite show in the whole wide world. That is the only show, like, true crime, like, you know, getting the bad guy that I like. I love Criminal Minds, so I just watched that yesterday. I watched all 10 episodes. But I spent a lot of time on TikTok. I can't even count. Yeah, that's about what they charge for braids back in the day, 25. Exactly. Like, I remember when I used to braid people had back in the day, like I was taxing when I was charging them 45. And I used to be like 45 when I really didn't want to do it. Or I'd be like 60 when they'd be like, how much is 60? Because I didn't want to do it. So 250, like, they making a killing. Do hair on weekends. Might have to, you know, jump into that. You still with your guy friend? Yes, I'm nosy. Yes, I am. This is his necklace. He's probably not getting it back. It's a lot of good series out now. Drop them so I can catch up. You're welcome. Thank you, Katrina. Hey, Black Queen, can you watch Criminal Mind Marathon? Like, you talking about sit there and watch all the Criminal Minds? Yes, that's what I did when I got out of prison. I watched all of them. I binge watched them all, even the ones I seen, but it had been so long that it was like I had never seen them. Salute, Rajava. Thank you. Have you got anywhere back from any more television deals? I'm married. Thank you, Mary, for the cash out. Love your videos. Thank you. Have you got anywhere back from any more television deals? I am excited to see the world hear your story and empowered by your testimony. Thank you for everything. Your strength is amazing. I did not hear back from VH1. And then the second people who reached out to me, we were supposed to film about 3 weeks ago, and then circumstances changed and they postponed it again, and they have not given me another date. So that other one is on hold. Do you have any siblings? Yes, some girls are paying $1,000 for braids. Got that bag. I might need to do braids. Do you have siblings? Yes, I have. My dad has 9 kids on that side, and my mom has 4. So my dad 9, 2 of those are included. So I have 10 siblings. Hi, how are you? I am good. How are you? Have you watched How to Get Away with Murder? It's top tier. Yes, I love Viola Davis. Like, I literally just posted on my Facebook, and I was like, if they make a movie about me, cast Viola Davis. And I don't care what y'all got to do. Get it done. Like, I want Viola Davis to play me, because who else? Like, who else? Like, Viola Davis and Angela Bassett. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Come on, baby. Don't play with it. Like, don't play with Viola. Yes, I watch How to Get Away with Murder, and don't play with her. I'm talking about I am team Viola Davis. That lady do her big one. Like, if Viola wants you to cry, you gonna cry. No, if and buts, you gonna cry. I'm watching Black Lightning on Netflix. Didn't even know about it. Is it good? Cause girl, I'll be tuned in with some popcorn tonight. Duval, period. Duval in the building. Duval has been good to me. I need to learn how to braid women hair. For real. I've been braiding since I was a jit. Oh yeah, a Virgo can do a gambit of things. And it's crazy because we can. We about the bag. However, we respect hard work. Someone paid $600 for not... Who paying $600 for knotless? I ain't never wanted nothing in life that bad. No. And you see, like, I did these, you know, they lasted. I did these probably like 3 weeks ago. And as you can see, it's about that time. So that's $200 a week. Like, no. You into hip hop, right? I really like R&B. I listen to some hip hop, but I love R&B. Do you like Western? Have you seen the movie No Country for Old Men? I like a good movie. It don't even matter what it is. What is showing on, because I go watch that too. Bel Air, Power, Book of Ghosts, Snowfall, Godfather of Harlem, Queens of R&B, SUV, and Escape. I do want to see the Queens of R&B, SWV, and Escape. I want to see Bel Air. Might as well go ahead and get a Peacock account. I don't have an account. Like, my Netflix is logged in someone else's Netflix. My Hulu is my boyfriend's Hulu. Like, I don't have an account, and nobody I know has a Peacock, so I'm gonna have to get Peacock to watch Bel Air. I just finished watching Godfather Harlem. Power, Book of Ghosts. I ain't gonna cap. I stopped watching Ghosts. Stopped watching Power when he was cheating on his wife with, what her name was, Angela. I stopped watching Ghosts. I couldn't do it. It was making me so angry. I stopped watching it. Need to come to Barbados, babe. And do, because I want to see where Rihanna from. Viola is a phenomenal actress. She is. Yes, Viola can act for real. Hello, beautiful. Pray all is well. It is. Thank you. Yes, Black Lightning is so good. Okay, well, I'm watching it based off your recommendation. You got me. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. You know Power book if you watch it. Yeah, I don't watch Power. Yours still look fresh. Thank you. I think I'm gonna redo my edges though before I go back to work. I was just watching your video about getting a job at the prison. I'm so proud of you. Keep doing your thing. Thank you. I get tired of asking my stepsis or baby mama for two-string twists. You better ask them because, listen, at least it's, you might have to beg, but at least it's cheap. Peacock free. Peacock free? So this whole time I've been asking people if they got a Peacock, they could have just told me it was free. Or I could have did my research and found out it was free. I'm watching Bella right after I watch Black Lightning. Harlem on Prime is good. Lord, I feel so crazy. Peacock is free. Do you watch Banky Pound Prison? I don't know what that is. Prison Stories? I don't know what that is. R&B nice too. I love R&B. Like, sing to me. You too far behind to catch up. On what? Rajava, do you have a fire stick? I do have a fire stick, but I don't know how to work it. It's just sitting in the closet. Do you have any talents? Can you sing or dance? I can sound good. I can't sing, but I can sound good. I can hold a decent note, and I can dance. Yes. BMF is my favorite. Love the hustle life and fast money. I just like to watch it because I'll never live it again. You got to watch commercials, but it's free. You got to watch commercials. For certain shows, it's free or you pay $5 a month. If I'm paying $5 a month, is there any commercials? Because if I'm paying $1, I don't feel like I should have to watch commercials. Certain things on Peacock is free. It's free if you don't mind commercials. I paid to watch the 4th season of Black Lightning, but the Power book has Mary J. But I feel like if I go try to watch that, I'm gonna be lost if I don't go finish watching Power. Everything on Peacock is not free. When did Peacock become free? I pay $5 a month. You have a nice voice for singing. Thank you. I do offer my BM money to do it, but I can't keep asking. I got pride though. Well, if you paying, she tripping. Not if you pay. Twerking is unique. Honestly, I don't even think I can twerk no more. Do you get paid for, did you get paid good for assistant management? I think so. Yeah, it's decent. I do get paid good. Are you going to go to college if you haven't already attended? What is your career end goal? So when I first got out of prison, I did sign up to go to school online to get my bachelor's in business administration. But I told you I was working 2 jobs, and then at one point I was working 3. So I literally did not have time to do all of them. So I ended up dropping out of school. Plus the Fire Stick. Plug the Fire Stick to your TV, connect to the internet, and you choose what streaming service apps. What streaming service apps you want. Okay. Is it in the 20s? Is what in the 20s? I can't stop rooting for the hustle. Hustlers like Lil Meech and T. I kind of agree, but then at the same time, like, I've been to prison, and when you get in prison, listen, I know it ain't worth it for me. You have to have Xfinity internet. I do have Xfinity. Peacock is a subsidiary of Comcast. They don't charge if you have the internet. For real, I got Xfinity. See, y'all be putting me up on so much stuff, the amount you get paid in the 20s. Oh, you talking about $20 an hour? I'm on salary. So, yes, it is in the 20s. As much as they take me through, it better be in the 20s. Far as twerking goes, I mean, I used to twerk. I'm not gonna tell y'all how to find them, but I do have videos on YouTube of me twerking before I went to prison. I was this big, but there are videos on YouTube of me twerking. I cannot get into my old YouTube, so that's the only reason I have not taken them down. But I used to twerk. I didn't twerk while I was gone, and I guess I forgot. I used to work though. I didn't know that EHTR grade. I have Xfinity. See, you putting everybody on. I feel like you own the risk. I feel like you own the risk of hustling. Yeah, because I mean, when you hustling, you know that's the risk that you must be willing to take. Because when they come to collect, they come to collect. Twerking never gets old. Peacock is free with commercials. When you were younger, did you play Grand Theft Auto San Andreas and what's the other one? Grand Theft Auto Vice City? How did you feel once you was reunited with some of the ones who may not have contributed financially, emotionally to you while you were away? I was over it by the time I met them. You know, I hugged them. Some of them gave me some money the day I got out of jail. I prefer watching documentaries on BMF. I feel it's more authentic versus watching a show. Twerking stay trending. It do. Yes, Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Yes. Most definitely. Couldn't tell me I wasn't, you know, can't tell me I ain't had that wheel. Even though CIA brought the narcotics here. Facts. What's your 5-year goals? Marriage, kids? Yes. Yes. But 5 years, I want to be off probation. I want to be off probation in 5 years. That is literally like that is my focus. Like everything else is on the back burner except motivational speaking. Did you say you got certified in waste management? They make dough. Mhm. Do you have a career goal? My career goal is to be a motivational speaker. If not, I ain't no if not. My goal is to be a motivational speaker. But outside of that, it's definitely entrepreneurship because even though I don't mind working, I just can't see myself working for a company for the next 20, 25 years and retiring with like 65K and a 401K. Like, it's crazy. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas is literally 19 years old now. It came out in '04. That's crazy. What about sports? My favorite sport is baseball. I love basketball. I do not like to watch football. If you never got caught, do you think you would still been in that lifestyle? Yes. I'd never sold drugs, so I wouldn't have been selling drugs, but I probably would have just got with somebody else who had a lot of money and been lazy and not work. Do you watch golf? Too boring. Did you play sports growing up? Yes. I ran track, I played volleyball, I played softball, and I played basketball. You've started the path of motivational speaking already by what you're doing now. Thank you. I think so too. Everyone hates golf. Whew. It's just so boring. I don't even know a hole in one. Like, I don't know what none of that stuff mean. Queen T stayed with the queen pin. Stay with the king pin. Yeah. And I did not have no drive, so ain't no telling what my life would look like had I not went away. Do you just work the one job now? Yes. I was working 2 jobs, but when I got my promotion, it paid me what I was making at both jobs in one. So I didn't have to work 2 jobs no more. Best thing about baseball is the snacks. I love baseball. I love baseball and I love softball. Nobody watched tennis until the Williams sisters, nor golf until Tiger. And I still ain't watching either. I just can't do it. I know they great at what they do. I just can't follow it. All right, y'all. It's time. I'm really hungry, and I'm getting a headache. I'm so hungry. Hey, friend, how are you? Hey, girl. That's good. Job come up though. It was for Java. If you had to rank these sports from favorite to less favorite, basketball, baseball, hockey, I'm gonna say basketball, baseball, hockey. How much have you got paid for YouTube? It varies every single month. Some months are better than others. Like some months be like, and some months be like. It just depends on your engagement and how much people engage with you and stuff. So it varies on how much you get paid from YouTube. Enjoyed the live though. When you be back though, I will go live Sunday. I'm going to make Sunday my live day because I'm off every Sunday, so it just makes sense for me to go live and plan that day. So somebody said, okay, I've answered this question, I think in my last live, but it said, what's the most you got paid? I meant, now without putting you too far in my pockets, I will tell you what my first check was from YouTube. So I posted my first video September 7th last year. I was able to get monetized in like 15 days. So September 7th, I posted my first video, and then I got monetized September 22nd. So September 21st. September 22nd was my first day getting paid. So you get paid monthly from YouTube every month on the 21st, which today is the 21st. So what it is, March. So February, from February 1st to February 28th, I got that money today. Ooh, excuse me. I got that money today. So you get paid every 21st of the next month for the whole month. So September, my first day being monetized was the 22nd. So from the 22nd to the 30th, it's 8 days. And my first check for those first 8 days that I was monetized from YouTube was $2,800. So I got $2,800 my first 8 days of YouTube. I hear YouTube be taxing. Honestly, out of all platforms, when it comes to paying creators, YouTube pays the most, hands down. Ain't no if, ain't buts, or maybe. Like, it ain't close. It's not even close. Like, it's not even close. I have 52K subscribers over here, and I got 120 subscribers, followers, whatever. I like subscribers better. I don't like the word followers. But I got 120K on TikTok. Listen, I don't even log in to see how much money is on TikTok. Like, I think I was on live, right? At first, I didn't know, and I got to go because I'm hungry. But I'm going to tell y'all this. I was on live on TikTok, and I didn't know when people send you gifts that was like money. Like, I thought they was just sending you gifts. I didn't know that was actually money. So I had went live a few times, and people were sending me gifts, and then I had realized, like, people was telling me in the thing, they was like, oh, you know, check and see how much it is. I'm like, what? Money? So I had went live like maybe 4 times, and people, they wasn't sending like crazy gifts, but it was like sending like, you know, little random gifts, and I was like, oh, thank you. And then when I went and checked, so this was like 4 lives of people sending me gifts, it was like $47 in there. And I was like, people was sending me a lot of stuff. So when I get on live on TikTok, I tell people not to even send me gifts, because I don't know if that stuff costs a lot or if it's like real cheap, and that's why it didn't add up. But don't be sending me your money in TikTok taking it. Like, that's like the people who sent me money on here. I don't know how much of that I'm gonna get. So don't just be giving your money to these platforms, because YouTube, though, YouTube pays the creators the best from what I've seen so far. And I've got twice as many. My platform is twice as big on TikTok as it is over here. And YouTube, like, YouTube is for the creator. YouTube is for the creators, and YouTube is for the users. And ain't nobody paying me to say that. So if you are thinking about content creating, I would definitely say focus on YouTube. And your other platforms, focus those platforms on building your YouTube. Because you can make like money on other platforms from different ways. Like product reviews, brands paying you and stuff. I just don't like a lot of PR packages and like people paying me to, because I don't, listen, I'm not I'm not an advertiser. I'm not a salesperson. That's not what I want to do. Like, my goal is not to get on here and sell y'all something like, try this, buy this. Like, that's not my goal to get on here. So I turned down a lot of money because I just don't want to get on here and be a salesperson. If you notice in my videos, I don't tell people to like, I don't tell them to comment, share, subscribe. I don't tell them to do none of that. Y'all do what y'all do. You know, I want everything to be genuine, authentic, organic. Like, if you like it, you're gonna like it. If you want to comment, you is. If you want to share it, you're gonna share it. If you want to subscribe, you're gonna subscribe. Like, I just wanted to be organic. So I like to do reviews or reactions. I do want to do reaction videos though. But it's been real. I will talk to y'all later. I hope y'all have an awesome week and an awesome Tuesday. Talk to y'all later.